So how to avoid the downsides of outsourcing IT? Bob Coppage, Grouchy Old Geek here. Outsourcing your IT can be a game changer for your business, especially if you use a Simplex-IT. It saves time, gives you access to experts, and takes a lot of the technical pressure off your team. But let's be honest, there are stories out there. Stories about hidden fees, slow responses, or just not getting the support you expected. But here's the good news. Most of those headaches can be avoided with a little bit of planning up front. Let's talk about how to get the benefits of outsourcing without the regrets. First, you got to pick the right partner. That sounds obvious, but not all IT providers are created equal. You want someone who understands your industry, listens when you talk, and can explain things in plain English and not throw technical babble at you. And take your time, ask for references, read reviews, and most importantly, sit down and talk to them. If it doesn't feel like a fit in the first conversation, trust that instinct. Second, clear expectations. Set them. A lot of frustration comes from miscommunication that could have been avoided. So before you sign anything, get everything in writing. What services are included, how quickly they'll respond to tickets, billing works, all that kind of fun stuff. And if you have specific needs like 24/7 support or specialized software, don't assume. Bring it up and bring it up early. The clearer you are up front, the fewer surprises later. And get a full picture of the pricing. This is where a lot of business leaders get caught off guard. The base monthly fee may look great, until you actually need something, after hours or onboarding new employees or an emergency project. And suddenly there's all these extra charges you didn't budget for. So ask the tough questions. What's included? What's not included? What costs extra? Are there project fees? And always ask for clarification in writing. And then communication. This is one of the biggest make or break factors in outsourcing IT. You need to know how to reach your provider when you need help. Is it a ticketing system, a phone number? Will you have a dedicated contact person? Having a real relationship with your provider and not just a help desk email address, it makes everything smoother. And don't be afraid to ask for regular check-ins or reports to keep communications flowing. Security is another big issue. Your IT provider will likely have access to sensitive company data. So you want to make sure that they take cybersecurity at least as seriously as you do, if not more so. So ask how they handle backups, what kind of data protection policies they follow, and what steps they take to secure your systems. And be sure you've got an agreement in place that clearly outlines what happens to your data if the partnership ends. Think long term. Now, your needs today might not be the same a year from now, and the industry probably isn't going to be either. Maybe you'll grow, add new staff, expand to new locations, or start using different tools. Make sure the provider you choose is able to scale with you and help you make decisions for that growth. And ask how they support it, how flexible their services are, and whether they're in it for the long haul. At the end of the day, outsourcing IT doesn't have to feel risky. With a solid plan and the right partner, it can be one of the best decisions you make for your business. Be proactive, ask good questions, look for transparency and trust. When you find a provider that checks those boxes, you're going to be able to focus on what you do best, which is running your business, knowing your technology is in good hands. Now, I want to be clear on something. You'll notice that this whole talk was not about how wonderful Simplex-IT is. With a lot of organizations, we're a great fit, but not every organization, and that's the way it should be. So make sure that who you're talking to actually answers your questions to make that good fit, and they're not just blowing smoke wherever one blows smoke these days. But to learn more about tailored IT services for your business, whether it be fully managed services, co-managed, silo IT, or just need some stuff resold, you contact us today for a free IT assessment and discussion. Now, if you have any questions, that's okay. It's okay. At your age, it's good to be asking questions. Leave them in the comments below. Check out our other videos, because a lot of those videos are answering questions as well. And once again, if you're the last person in the room to subscribe, that's going to be like one of the most embarrassing things about your life. I mean, we're all going to talk about it. It's going to happen. So subscribe now and then hit the bell so we hear, because we hear every bell that goes off. And then we'll know not to make fun of you anymore. And you'll be notified when we post new videos.